freelancer stories have been lost. Find them and bring them home. Their sacrifices won't be forgotten. Their deeds should burn bright. Very bright. You hear me?
I hear you.
The sight ahead has not been tended to. You will change that. A freelancer died here. Others came to finish his work. Some remain. Strong alone, stronger together. Clear out any unwelcome visitors. They are unfit to dwell here.
On it.
I used to come here myself. Sweep the vermin away. You fight well for your brothers and sisters. Very good. Now light the fire to celebrate their lives and guide them home.
Got it.
Rest well. We will all find each other when the world is finished. I have another sight for you. Very close.
Looks like a recent battle.
Yes, quite recent. Many stories ended. This next place will be bloody. You must collect the links of the fallen freelancers.
So you can write their stories?
Yes. You do well clearing those bastards out. Sometimes I miss the action. Looks clear for the most part. Now, search for any links that remain.
Some gear, but no link to collect. Found another one. Gear's mostly stripped, including the helmet.
So no link?
None.
Strange.
Got some more gear here. It's serviceable, but no links again. Scars, I guess?
No, scars would never leave all this behind. Someone else.
That's all of them. And no links. Anywhere.
Damn. I know who's doing this. I don't know why, though. First, survivors left a memorial here. Light the fire.
Yarrow, who took those links?
Outlaws. Criminals with no code. Banished from civilization. Monsters. people have caught them. Lawless cowards. They steal from fallen freelancers. We must stop them.
We will.
Gear was found. Looks like helmets. We need to get the rest.
Got a link here.
I knew it! They are stealing links. Why? Makes no sense.
More links. They were after them for sure.
Bring back all you find. We'll need to figure this out later. I have a long history with outlaws, all of it bad. They will keep coming, believe me. Focus on retrieving all that they stole. Very important. The links you retrieved will allow us to celebrate those who died here. But we're not finished. More outlaws are coming. Make sure none of them ever dare set foot here again.
Why are there so few stories posted back at the fort?
Most went to Freemark, to the Grand Wall. After the Heart of Rage, we started again in Fort Tarsus.
So you lost all those stories in Freemark?
Yes, we lost much of our history.
Let's not get in my way.
I think they're out of fight.
Outlaws stealing from us, stealing our history. I don't understand why. But listen, there is one more site. Very important.
On my way.
Our people found it. A monument. I made it myself. I've not been able to visit for some time. I wanted to see it again. For a freelancer. He did great things. So stubborn. But come, bring me the links you recovered. Their stories will be written.
I heard. The whole thing is gone.
Trouble at the graves, eh?
Yeah. Outlaws.
The links you recovered. Priceless to me, but...
Wouldn't buy a hot meal?
nor a bottle of Fortuo brew. Ah, so much history destroyed when the Grand Wall in Freemark fell. Who we lost, what they accomplished.
That last grave I visited.
A friend. He never came home. I made that mark. For now, I have many stories to write and glasses to raise.
They still operate on.
Better days, hasn't it? There's more crypts than people.
contract today, friend.
We found a place where Scars are stockpiling weapons. Help us get rid of them.
I'll head over there.
Stockpiles. We need to destroy all of them. One stockpile down. Stockpiles. You've really hurt the Scar's raiding capabilities. Something new. Scars are scavenging Arcanist equipment. Let's beat them to it.
Will do.
Get to that Arcanist machinery before the scars. The device looks solid. Start extracting when you're ready. Extraction's all finished. Good job there. Good. That's done with. Well, we've got more. A pair of test scars is giving us trouble. We could use your help taking them out.
On it.
There's 2 extra strong scars we need you to take care of are here. You got the last one. That'll put a dent in the Scar's firepower. That's a victory for the fort. Thank you for taking out the Scars.
Now here's where it gets fun. Time to make a statement.
You're a merchant? What are you selling?
You're a freelancer, right?
What gave me away?
The freelancer logo.
Yeah, I was... Never mind. Do you need something?
What does it cost to contract you?
It changes depending on the ask.
My grain supplier put his business on hold until he can resolve some sort of family argument.
That's a little out of the freelancer purview, I'm afraid.
Oh, no.
What's going on exactly?
It's my business. My parents are gone, and it's just me now. I'm Mora, by the way. I sell fruits, vegetables, but most of my sales were in grains. Bakeries.
But now your supplier stopped shipping grain because of his family argument.
Right. But I have a solution. At least, I think I have a solution.
What's that?
A farm. Self-sustainable indoor farming. You'd never have to go outside the walls. I built a prototype. Just one seed. But it's sprouting.
Sounds like it would solve your problem. You should make one.
I would, but I don't have the financial support.
You might still find the opportunity.
Maybe. Still. Thank you.
Well, that's the freelancer way.
It was good to meet you. And if you ever do need fruit...
I know where to find you.
Ah, freelancer. What can Matthias Errol Sumner help you with today?
I just wanted to see how you...
My research is progressing. I'm still... I intended to buy you a drink as thanks for the rescue, but then I remembered being banned from...
You're banned?
For, starting fights. 1 minute someone's mocking Von Blatt's theory of diurnal obsolescence. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Emotions take over.
Exactly. Sometimes old
impulses.
Growing up in the streets of Helios, you pick up discourse, dialogue, civility, the Arcanist ways.
I didn't know you grew up on the streets.
I don't advertise it.
You should be proud. You're a survivor.
Like me? You are...
I didn't mean...
I get it. Fewer soft, bookish types, more bloody knuckles and cynicism. You know, I prefer...
But that's not the world we live in.
Complete acceptance of the world's... And we can change it. That's what the Arcanist Order does. That's what... Speaking of which, I have some experiments to oversee. I don't want something to blow up and make orphans. Heard Tassin mumbling about the Dominion? Did you know I once hid in a mound of rotting fungus to avoid one of their patrols? Rashes for days. Just out for a walk?
Hi again.
Freelancer. Fancy meeting you here.
Were you trying to make a joke, Bryn?
I'm attempting something new. I don't think I enjoyed it. I should tell you, I'm impressed with how you've handled yourself on missions.
Freelancers. We get the job done.
Sometimes, from what I've heard.
You asked me for help, and now you're insulting me.
Sorry, I apologize. You're right. I've just always thought of freelancers in a certain way.
Well, let me guess. Unreliable mercenaries with a recruitment problem?
Close enough. Though that doesn't describe you so far.
How do you even have an opinion of freelancers if I'm the first one you've worked with?
From radio shows and other Sentinels. Have you ever considered Sentinel life?
A long time ago, before joining the freelancers.
And?
I was figuring things out. I also thought about breeding grabbits for a while.
I've always known what I wanted to do. Oh, rules and regs keep the world in order. A place for everything.
Sounds like you used that line before.
My mother's favorite. She was a Sentinel too, and she also loved rules.
Isn't working with freelancers without permission breaking those rules?
If the Sentinels don't adapt, the fort won't be around much longer to protect.
And isn't that adapting just breaking the rules with purpose?
Now you're just talking nonsense.
I'll see you around.
Potentially.
Hey, where's my drink?
I think you've had enough for one day.
I'll tell you when I've had enough.
So, what are you after today?
Matthias Sumner. Is he really banned from the bar?
That Arcanist? Oh yeah. Technically, he's not allowed within half a click, but the fort's not that big.
I don't suppose I could persuade you to unban him, even temporarily.
Once, when the Sentinels were doing maintenance on the wall, a wyvern got in here. Took 3 suits to chase out of the men's toilet. Still caused less property damage than Boy Genius.
That can't be true. Either part.
All Arcanists are crazy, Freelancer. That one's got enough crazy to fill 3 or 4 heads.
Anyways, everything going all right around here lately? No curses or anything?
Doesn't work like that. Guy before Dusty, Xeno something, took over, changed the name to the Black Emporium. 2 months later, hit by lightning. Inside the fort. Sentinels found him fried to a crisp and fused to his chair in the back room. Glitch crap just happens. You don't hear about...
I see plenty of things in the jungle just as weird as that.
The further out into the frontier you go, the more glitched it gets. I'm not sweating it. Besides, this is the only spot to get a drink between Anthem and glitching Allheim. It's worth nearly as much as the city of Helios. I'm not giving that up for a scary story.
The hard way. Sometimes sauce can be the worst thing, you know? I'm so glad to see you. I've been wanting to warn you about the bar owner.
Okay.
Her name is Max.
All right.
Now be careful with her. I'm telling you this as a friend.
So you think we're pals or something?
Yes! I feel very close to you. I mean, that's why I'm telling you this. It's for your safety.
Got it.
Okay, word in the fort is, if you owe her money and don't...
But if she's got regulator connections, why wouldn't she turn you over to them?
Hey.
Thanks for the heads up.
You're welcome.
Looks like this is your lucky day.
Why's that?
You just bumped into the oldest man in Fort Tarsis.
Nice to meet you.
You too. You know, you don't live as long as I have.
Yeah? Like what?
I was there when the scars swarmed the fort's terraces. It was a bloodbath. I was also there when the scars came over the walls. What do you think about that?
I think you've seen a lot.
You bet I have.
I hope you're right.
Oh, I am, freelancer. I've lived a life filled with... I've survived Strider ambushes, Dominion attack. I've seen enough death the last 50 lives.
So what's your secret to survival?
It ain't no secret. I'm a pragmatist. I always did what I had to in order to survive.
Sounds like you made some tough choices.
You tell me. I was in a mining crew digging for ore near Helios when the main shaft collapsed. We were trapped behind a solid wall of rock. I was lucky enough to find a bottle of water.
1 bottle of water for 6 miners?
I was the only survivor.
You're tough as nails. That's why you're still alive.
I guess so.
You guess? How else does one man live?
I just did what I had to do.
Yeah, and you were lucky.
I sure was.
I guess you need at least a little good fortune to become the oldest man in Fort Tarsus.
In some ways, I am lucky. You cheered me up, freelancer. Thank you.
You're welcome, old-timer.
Maybe next time we meet, I'll tell you how I survived the massacre.
Such a coward.
Ah, freelancer. I'm finishing up a...
It's a bad time?
No, this is not the Grand Wall.
Why do you do this? The wall, the stories.
I'm not that vain. You never saw the Grand Wall, eh? Oh, people, they read our stories.
People haven't changed. They'll see the work being done and come around.
Of course they will.
What is it?
My friend, the one I lost, I can hear him doubting us. But I could make him...
You said he was a freelancer?
Yes, Garnet. Freelancer Garnet. It fit. He had a bad start, but one rainy day. He did...
What happened?
I don't know. Not all of it. Not... You see, I have his name, but not his story. This pains me.
He was beyond the wall making things better. The details don't matter.
Of course, I know. Just...
Someone was counting on him.
That is why I send you out to gather stories, maybe one day. The bar has a shipment of part.2 brew. It is a good day.
Hey, buddy. You're getting it done out there.
You saying that in general, or...? I couldn't do this without Owen.
Keep it up. You're raising our name. We're getting more offers. I've started color-coding the ledgers. It's beautiful. Remember that job my buddies and I took?
How'd it go?
We fly out to where there's been reported attacks. The fort sends word that it's quiet. No one's saying it, but we haven't seen this patrol and...
Please tell me this has a happy ending.
You're in luck. We find the Sentinels backed into a cave. They're surrounded by scorpions. We start to divide and conquer. This Sentinel rookie with a cracked faceplate mentions they've got explosives. I don't know what happened, but we get a fire instead of a boom, so I yell, "Work with it!" Next thing I know, we've got the Sentinels back, and the rookie's explaining to Vool why he's down.
Now that's one to remember.
Wouldn't have done it without your tie-breaking vote.
Something tells me the job would have been interesting either way.
You never know, eh?
Guess not. See you around, Jack.
Hey, checked in lately? Enclave success needs to be shared, right? All of us getting out there, getting the work done. That's what it's about. Hey, stop by, all right?
Patching in Arcanist Matthias.
So how did you learn about where we're headed?
From very old field notes. There was something the writer wasn't saying. Something important they didn't write down. I'm certain of it.
So you had a hunch.
A hypothesis.
Right.
What secrets must they hold?
Let's find out.
Here we are. This will be difficult at night.
What am I looking for?
A marker of some type. Something other Arcanists recognize. There's a low hum of power. I'm sure it's here. Some very aggressive wolven have taken up residence. Please, clear them out.
That I can do.
design. I've seen this before. It won't trigger without the right stimulus.
Which is what?
A shift in energy. We create a big enough change, the wires detect it, the marker triggers.
Like a fire alarm?
Exactly. That shaper object across the marker is made for echoes.
Got it. Let's build a fire.
Another echo should be close. So many echoes required. This site was chosen to make this task difficult.
Just need an arcanist working with freelancers.
Of course.
How'd you learn about these hidden runes we're looking for?
The moment I realized the great need for secrecy in our history, it opened up new ways to look at the research I already had. Now a fact. Looks like we'll need more.
Trigger the marker.
I can't say for sure. The theory, however, is we learn something about the hidden runes. Another echo should be close.
How did you do this work without freelancer help?
Slowly, my fearsome associate. Slowly. This task alone would certainly require many uncomfortable nights in the jungle.
This book you're looking for?
The Elysian manuscript.
Right. What do you think you'll find in there?
Find? Well, arcanists pursue the truth, but time twists truth, hides it. The manuscript is a window to a very old truth. Don't let them stand in your way.
Didn't plan on it.
Let's get those echoes.
Why are they in a cage? That seems pointless.
Like a fishing lure for freelancers.
Ah, clever. I kinda respect that. Got another one.
Yes. Excellent. energy is shifting. That's done it. The marker's been triggered.
The Arcanist fire alarm.
Precisely. Activate that marker.
Let's see what the Arcanist's left for us.
Got it. Very strange energy signature.
So, runes, what are they?
Secret writing. A technique lost and forgotten. I think the key to my work was right in front of me.
Got it?
I did. Oh dear, the energy is starting to fluctuate.
Does that mean hurry?
Yes. That should be enough. But I think I know how to find more of these runes.
You think they'll help?
Yes, I'll explain when we get back to Fort Tarsus, but first, thank you. These runes hold the key to finding the Elysian manuscript. I'm certain.
Hey there, it's me.
Owen?
We need to chat. It's important. Meet me in the bar.
Okay, I'll be there. Owen? Huh. What's up?
What are you talking about? You called me, mate?
No, you...
Oh, hold on a second.
The Monitor is leading a mission back into the Heart of Rage. He wants to weaponize the Cenotaph. We decrypted the archive you recovered from the Regulator camp earlier, and we know why he's after unique Shaper relics.
Doesn't mean he'll succeed.
Did you know the Monitor was there when the Dominion attacked Freemark? One of the few who escaped when the Cenotaph leveled the city.
Oh, shit.
He's ruthless, driven, and savage. An incredibly powerful cipher and a brilliant pilot. He frightens even his own people.
The storm will tear him apart. No one survives the Heart of Rage.
You did. The intel also reveals that he's perfected a way to harness the power of the Cenotaph, and we cannot let that happen.
Obviously.
I need you to find a way through the Heart of Rage, get to the Cenotaph first, and silence it. Do what freelancers do.
Do what freelancers do? You're talking about a bloody cataclysm.
He's right. We aren't equipped to take that on.
Of course. Well, I can think of others who survived the Heart of Rage that day, who never let it go, studied it.
Ugh, come on.
I feel like I'm supposed to know this one.
My old partners, Alec and Faye.
Intel says the Monitor is on their trail. It suggests Faye has found something important. Last known location.
Oh, I can...
So, Halleck and Faye. Intel says your partnership ended badly.
I don't know, we just kinda grew apart.
Really? Because I heard that Halleck never forgave you for pulling him out of that storm, and Faye went...
Where are we going?
Oh, right. Oh, you're kidding me. No, Halleck and Faye are working with Princess Zim.
The Regulator boss?
Oh, please, she's a smuggler at best. She's a full-fledged crime lord at worst. We really need them.
To get through the Heart of Rage and beat the Monitor to the Cenotaph? Yeah, we need him.
Do we? You and I? We're such a solid team already.
Of course. That's why Tassin picked us. You got my back, I got yours.
All right. Hey, considering that the Monitor is both Lancer and Cypher, we could probably use a very fabulous Cypher Javelin pilot combo of our own.
Owen, be patient. Pilot lessons are going fine, but seriously, it might take you years.
Okay. You know what? This might be fun. Apparently, Princess Zim's camp is like a traveling carnival. Now, it's a traveling carnival run by bloodthirsty gangsters, who like gifts. So you need to get us something to get in. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Hey, good to see you.
You're looking at me like you want something. What is it?
Nothing. I wasn't trying to...
Then point your...
No need to get mean. Just thought it looked like you could use a friend.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry that was uncalled for. I had a bake shop. Made Anthem-style bread. The way my grain supplier stopped shipping Anthem grain up north. I tried got harder and harder to keep my doors open, so I...
You can't give up.
When you run out of bullets, do you keep fighting? I could have kept going until I had nothing left.
That's not always true.
Look, I appreciate the talk, but I'll be fine.
I'll leave you to it.
Good to see you, freelancer.
Freelancer? Freelancer, yes, excellent.
Matthias,
Need something? Oh, no. You remember that strange energy?
I remember you mentioned...
I managed to isolate and identify the...
Who can now help me find...
Which are the key...
Which means you want me to...
Yes, the more... With enough, I'm certain I can find the location. I have several leads, it's very...
You got it, Matthias.
Wonderful you have some time to help. I have several things that need attention, especially finding more of those runes. I apologize for being a little crabby during our...
Guess I touched a nerve.
Yes, but I did... Anger can be an asset, Matthias, but peevishness is just bad. One of the lessons it seems
Phyla Ray taught you. I've heard she was a brilliant...
And the reason I'm not dead in...
How did you meet? That really was not...
She was a fancy lady, I was a...
Smiled. Melted.
Charm? Not... I didn't have any options. Thievery, shaper relics. I got lucky, nothing blew up when I took... It was impossible for an unschooled vagrant...
That made her want to teach you?
It took her an hour to
I'd have jumped at the chance.
I didn't trust her.
What changed your mind?
She sat with me and explained the relics. She was kind. She was the first to call me a pro... Damn, I miss her. And heard Tassin mumbling about the Dominion? Did you know I once hid in a mound of rotting fungus to avoid one of their patrols? Rashes for days.
Can't survive here.
Keep your voice down.
Hey, stop by sometime, huh?
Well, look who's come around. Looking sharp, big star.
Right. Feeling...
Yes, indeed.
What have you been up to?
Freelancing. Always.
Shady business?
Oh.
I'm all ears.
See? This is why I like you.
It's chapter 1 of the Freelancer Handbook.
The sexy danger, sexy
Tell me what happened.
I found myself in a game of chance with some dubious regulated time. In hindsight, it probably...
How'd you end up there? A boring afternoon?
Nothing wrong with diving in, right? Anyway, this game...
You did what? Let me guess. Sexy bad?
Affirmative. Turns out my cards were crap.
So you lost your suit?
Not yet. They gave me a deadline to deliver, so I was sitting here trying to figure out...
See if they want to do a trade. Instead of your suit, they might take something...
I don't know. Maybe.
They're smugglers. They'll bargain for sure.
Yeah, you're right. I'm out there running a...
They'll get it. They're interested in profits.
Okay. Sounds like...
I've got this. You can go be Lancery and I'll cipher like no one has ciphered before.
Hey, checked in lately?
Got some details for me on this contract, Matthias?
I would really love it if we could go look at a shape relic that's been demonstrating some unusual properties.
I'll head over there.
I see it. This is a problem. We must find the fragments and silence the relic.
Got it.
Another fragment. Let's continue collecting. One more fragment. We have enough. Exceptional work. Moving, something critical has come up. I'll need your help. I found a new location for Arcanist Ruins. It may be a search when you arrive. Don't despair.
Got it. On my way.
The ruins must be nearby. They just must.
I'll see what I can find.
That's it. There must be more. Wonderful. Got a good collection now. Well done. Oh, something important has just come up. It won't take long. Something odd is developing at a location near you. Please check it out.
Understood. I'm on it.
It's a relic. Fragmented and already edging towards disaster. Collect the pieces. Another step completed.
Okay.
today, Freelancer. You have done wonderful work. I'll speak to you soon.
Hey, thanks for checking out my shop.
No problem.
We've got
I'm listening. What do you have?
only the finest selection of crafting materials and
Real.
guaranteed. You know, because our main competitor just closed.
Why'd they do that?
I'm just learning the regulator game, but my uncle Ronnie said we made the. My name's Serna, and
Well, what kind of store is this?
it's a compound and alloy shop. So it's called Uncle Ronnie's, and my family.
Good to know.
So don't forget, when you want quality, sure hope you come back and. Good timing. We just got some excellent new stuff.
I have it. I finally...
What's going on? You found something?
The final resting place.
Sounds like I'm going on
The runes speak of a special vault in a high tower built on a mountaintop. Objects of power were brought there. Shaper relics, artifacts from beyond the Hesperian tide.
And a manuscript?
Indeed. A very special manuscript.
Okay, tower on a mountaintop. Shouldn't be too hard to find, right?
Heard Tassin mumbling about the Dominion? Did you know I once hid in a mound of rotting fungus to avoid one of their patrols? Rashes for days.
Hey, buddy. I need some advice on my,
The whole losing your javelin?
That's the one. So...
Did they listen?
Well, piles of it.
Sure. What?
They kept insisting I hand over my suit.
A group of actual criminals said free...
That's when things got away.
Did you...
Start a fight?
With members of an organized...
Just a few of them.
You certainly have. Do you often get into trouble like this?
I won't lie. I get caught up in things and can't back down.
So what happens now?
I guess at some point I could arrange a
bold move. Do it
sooner. Absolutely.
I do. Stronger together, right?
Great. You...
Not cracking heads. Shake.
I know. Just kidding.
Don't wait on this, Wraith.
Right.
I'm so sorry.
Finally come. We have all we need to find the manuscript. This is extraordinary. I can't stop pacing.
Let's find this tower you mentioned.
Yes, the tower. This is amazing. Curious about this tower. The records describe it as a marvel of architecture that touched the clouds.
Okay, looking for a very big tower. Matthias.
There's nothing here. Where's the tower?
Oh, it's been a long time.
This can't be. This is Oh, my bad. I misread the numbers. At least the correct location isn't far. Arcanist ruins. A very good sign. They could point the way.
So, where's the tower?
I don't know. Our only hope is to find those ruins. Find them and I'll see if they contain clues to a location. Wait, yes, this rune. It mentions a tower. And this looks like a map fragment. Unexpected.
Okay, I'll look for more pieces.
Move in the area. Be careful. More map pieces. Half of this is missing.
So will this map point us to the tower?
I don't know. I'll keep working on it. There's part of a map here, but most of it is wrong. Some landmarks are the same, some are different.
Only one thing causes that kind of change.
A cataclysm. Why didn't I see it? I think I've worked out a location, though.
On my way. Still no tower.
I'm as confused as you.
Okay, the room's got us here. Now what?
It's an Arcanist marker. Scorpions are swarming the marker. if you know what you're looking for.
What does it say?
It points to a hidden chamber, deep underground.
Oh, underground chamber. Not only by invisible runes, written in a secret language.
Can't be too careful.
For a swim. You sure about this?
It's here. I'm certain. Just be careful. This is all proven that very powerful people wanted to keep this secret.
Understood.
This would have been impossible without your help. The animals, this water, all of it. Impossible.
Let's see what we can find. There never was a tower on a mountaintop, was there?
All that stuff was to hide something important.
Well, you can't be too careful.
I can feel it.
What made you start hunting for the manuscript?
Somebody said it was impossible. I wanted to prove them wrong. Look out!
I see him! What's next? Once those things are out of the way.
The manuscript must be further in. You have to push on.
Nice. Found a door. And some kind of strange mechanism.
It's all arranged in a calculated fashion. Sequence is important, obviously. There must be some clue as to the order around here somewhere. This has to be it. I've been searching for this manuscript for years. Never doubted it existed, never gave up. That must be it. The final resting place of the Elysian manuscript.
There's some kind of energy barrier here.
A final measure of protection. Blast.
And something real big.
Elementals, watch out!
This has to be the most ridiculously protected book ever. Get out of the way.
Hit it where it's vulnerable.
I know that!
Be careful.
Not the time for careful.
You've opened it.
Let's see what we can find. I don't know much about ancient manuscripts, but this sure looks right. Nice. You there?
Yes. Thank you. I'm so rarely at a loss for words. Thank you. This means so much to me. An end to one chapter of my life, and the beginning of another.